In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Hewart. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Rodgers from the gun. He's got a man left. This gets forward to around the 29. Chase Young bringing him down there.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Commanders take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3-and-out, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
Oh, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set, ready. 50, green. Hut, hut.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Ready, set.
Design quarterback run here. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down. Looking quickly here.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Trying
to get it on the keeper. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
A gain of 7.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Set, hut. 60, red. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So 2nd down coming up. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him that.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Draymond Smith picks it. And the Texans are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
26. 258.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's McCaffrey working the sideline. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
4 yards.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's the design run. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
So we saw dueling interceptions in a turnover-laden first quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They still have 5 to go here, 3rd down.
30. 50.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He's trying to push the field. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get the game's first points here in the second.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Nothing. Morton Anderson to kick off.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he got all in that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Set, ready, set, cut.
They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Ready.
Motion man sent left.
Ready.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
319.
Rodgers set to pass. That's Evans making the catch outright. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away, gain, and turn it into an explosive play.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Rodgers to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
158.
Ooh, play clock running out. D'Amico Ryans calls for a timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Back north. 26.
3rd and long for him here. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Looking good, but just a little too far left. He missed it. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Here we go. 50, green. Strike blue. Ready?
They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. To the air now on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
loss of 12 yards. It's second down.
Ready. Blue 30, ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. We'll go with a design keeper. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
We didn't try fighting for more and risking a fumble in that situation. Just make sure you get what you need and then go protect yourself. That's exactly what the QB did.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Watch out now. 50, 52 blaster. Set.
Working now from the gun. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. This one misses the tight end. So it's second down coming up.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's a give to Dillon. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal units. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Commanders 10, Texans 7. Morton Anderson to kick off.
With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Come on, set. Red.
Now begin the drive with Dillon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They're throwing it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that means third down coming up. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up. This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Texans to the line. First and 10.
319.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He finds Evans left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. To the air on first down. Rogers. On the move, headed right. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now.
26,
from the gun, McCaffrey. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Now Rogers on this 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grab the lead on their first series of the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
14, Commanders 10. Morton Anderson to kick off.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Ready.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Line up the design keeper. Not much space available there. Maybe 2, and that brings up 3rd down. And goes to the hurry up here. They'll throw 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football, and they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And that one drawn up to perfection. They're going to down this one at the 5.
Their own 5-yard line.
Seriously? Was that even a play? Man, come on. What just happened? Seriously, was that even a play? What are you doing? Were you even paying attention?
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now here's Rogers. Into traffic, complete. He's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Back north.
On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. The
Brings
Texans
up
have
second and
possession,
12
hoping to close out
at
a
the
win and
15-yard
advance
line.
in the postseason. They break the huddle. It's second down now.
319.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
319. Get Mike. Get Mike. Go for it. 26. Inside. 319.
First down throw here by Rodgers. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offensive line. This is second and 4.
Let it. 319.
To throw is Rodgers. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Five DBs out there for the Commanders on third.
Let it out. 319. Jump out. Hey, check 26.
Setting up to pass. Will he put everything he's got behind it? Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Isaiah Simmons picks it off.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Back to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. Trying to get it on the keeper. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Big trouble, 38.
He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Azeez Al-Shire has it. And the Texans make the play that should win them this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
By man, he's in the clear. Nice run across the 15. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here, 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying.
Bringing pressure, and it's blocked. The Commanders have it. And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a block extra points on the play.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated. But I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams. And you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Come on, set, ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Field flat. Ready?
One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. As one side leaves dejected, another can finally, at least briefly, Brock, relax here. Their playoff run extending into the divisional round.
Yeah, you get to these 60 minutes, and what is it, Kate? A suddenness? Like the suddenness of the season being over for one, and then the reality of like, wow, here we go. Here's a divisional round. Here's a possible championship round. Maybe that Super Bowl is out there for us. It all happens right now in real time in front of our eyes.
So for our crew, my partner Brock Heward and myself, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been Madden Ultimate Team. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Morton Anderson to kick off.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin. It's Bijan Robinson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Back to throw. Henry. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Saints, first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run again here with Robinson. First by him near the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
19 tight, 19.
Operating from the gun. Henry. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans nothing. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Breaks through the contact. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Rodgers. This will be caught by Randy Moss. Still on his feet. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart. I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Randy Moss. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
It's a gain of 20. And the Texans first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. McCaffrey will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's a diving catch right side. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake. Henry. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st down, Saints.
Off play action. Henry. Looking left side of he's got a man. That's Paul. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Nice move at the 40. And shutting him off, now open field. Inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 14.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Saints. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Texans 14. Morton Anderson to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 36-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
319.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Paul. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
19 tight. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Henry. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
19 right.
Off the play fake, Henry. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
18, 5, 79 Broncos.
They'll send Beckham in motion right. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300. 318. 630.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Going up top. And it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To throw is Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
It's now
This
down.
offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
319. Back north.
Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Off play action. Henry. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They're going to try and throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. It's Wilson.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Back north. Yeah, this.
Now Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon,
a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, 88. Hey, switch.
Rodgers will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Saints 28, Texans 20. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, they're friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Saints first down.
Off the bootleg. Henry. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Here we go. Cut.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his big tight end here. Still fighting. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Saints use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. The extra point by Anderson up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
20.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Get 300. Let it. 258.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
That's down the field to Moss, complete. Still going inside the 20.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Randy Moss, 78 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here's 2nd and 3. Robinson on a give right side.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun on 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final should just about seal it. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him?
It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10.
Green 18. Teammates.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
26. 630.
Rodgers going to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Hey, 626. 258. Back north.
Now it's Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
250. 258. Hey, 88. Inside.
Here's Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Throwing is Rodgers.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
5-yard line.
First down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fights forward at the 20. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 22 now, here's a second down and 9.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And on 3rd down, Dallas Clark, he's a bread and butter guy, and he shows you why there.
I've always liked bread and butter. Always.
Who doesn't like
bread and butter? That's why I love that description.
Free, yeah.
I love that description, though, because that's what you want to go to, right? Something that feels good, makes plays for you. Dallas Clark did that all the time. Didn't matter the situation.
Now on first
to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
These two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Rodgers again now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Big Lions.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Let's go now. 18 Cox, 79 Broncos.
Here's Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. 60.
Throwing is Newton. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A 6-yard pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready. Cougar 19. Chop alert. Chop alert. Ready.
They run once more with Dillon.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up. Bronco 80. 60 Maverick. 60. Ready. 7 Bronco. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Newton now to throw. Completes it to Watt. Down the sideline he goes. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
And the Raven first down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Get 300. Get 300. 258. 50.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
88, 319.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And some space here. He's on his way. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Home team 14. Visitors nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. Rodgers now to throw. Going right back to Wilson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Randy Moss, 56 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Morton Anderson down for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score our home team 14. Visitors 7. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Back to throw, Newton. Wide open receiver, complete. Fighting his way through contact. Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score our home team 21. Visitors 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Loose inside the 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hunter. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Visitors 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. The Hall of Famer's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Anderson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Our home team 28, visitors 10. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Ready? Crack all 80. 60 boxes. 60 boxes. 60 boxes.
Newton to throw. It's complete to Wow.
Big strides, look at him go.
And touchdown! A big play there. 65 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Our home team 35. Visitors 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fights through, and now a crease. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Our home team 35, visitors 17. Morton Anderson to kick
So now the
off.
other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check smash.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A.J. Dillon, 65 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score our home team 42, visitors 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and 7.
630.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Rodgers going to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Moss. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Randy Moss, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
42, visitors 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A.J. Dillon with now his second touchdown of this third quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Home team 49. Visitors 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Thomas Davis. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he's got it to about the 40. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now it's Newton. There's a short one caught by Phantom. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Say, hurt.
Here's Newton. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard
Come
line.
on, come on. Set. 70 Timber.
Now Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Newton throwing again.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Newton now to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
70 Rangers, 79 Broncos.
They snap it to Newton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. 58. Get 300. Get 300. Here, Mike.
Here's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back north.
Rodgers again now.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Down the right sideline.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And a touchdown maybe for the fantasy football folks watching.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who are happy about that touchdown, even though it won't change who wins this ball game.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Newton's going to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
65.
It's a gain. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 16-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Newton. Completes it to Watt. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Visitors 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Powering his way forward. Running right through it. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
26. 319. 50. Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Down the left sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
That's caught. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing here, Newton. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.